Welcome to the Weekly Beat, brought to you by The Pulse. This week, we'll be bringing you sports at Sacred Heart, as well as a few quick campus stories and events. Masking requirements on campus will be changing. The coronavirus planning team announced last week that as of March 1st, masking will only be required in classrooms, shuttles, and other certain locations. Many students may have seen Big Red's new competition on campus. The so-called Mar Turkey has taken over the Martiri intersection here at SHU. Be sure to check out the Spectrum this week for a feature on this big bird. On a more serious note, President Patillo has given his sympathy to the local Ukrainian community after the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. Be sure to watch the upcoming episode of The Pulse for our coverage. Now, on to sports at SHU. Today's game of the week is the women's basketball game on Thursday at 7 o'clock in the Pitt Center. We better see you there. On Tuesday, the men's lacrosse team will be at the campus field at 7 o'clock against Fairfield University. On Wednesday, the women's tennis team meets UConn on the court at 1 o'clock in Storrs, Connecticut. Also on Wednesday, the women's lacrosse team faces off against Iona at 3 o'clock right here at the campus field. Then, come back on Sunday to see them clash with Delaware State University at 3 o'clock. Also at 3 o'clock on Wednesday, the baseball team will be running circles around Stony Brook over in New York, and then they go to South Delaware, Florida against Stetson University at 6:30. And then they're back on the diamond against Bethune-Cookman University at 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock against Stetson, and again on Sunday. On Friday, the women's wrestling team has their National Collegiate Women's Wrestling Championship. The softball team has 3 games across the country in Riverside, California. One against Oregon State at 9 o'clock, and then at 11:30 against the University of California, Riverside on Friday. And on Saturday, the softball team is up to bat at 3 o'clock against California State University, Northridge, and they wrap up their week with a game against the University on California, Riverside at noon. On Friday, the men's volleyball team will be on the court opposite George Mason University at 7 o'clock. And then on Saturday, they will be in Riverside, California, going against California Baptist University at 5 o'clock. The equestrian team has an ISHA show in Norwalk, Connecticut on Saturday, and then again on Sunday in Hartford. Some conferences are lasting for the weekend, with the track and field team's Eastern College Athletic Conference in Boston on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then, men's wrestling team has the Eastern Intercollegiate Wrestling Association Championship on Saturday and Sunday in Ithaca, New York. And finally, the women's bowling team has the Northeast Conference in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania on Saturday and Sunday. That's it for today's episode. Come back next week for more updates from the Weekly Beat.